Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift? The side glances, the sudden silence. Sometimes the hatred isn't loud. It's silent, unspoken, and unexplained. And worse, sometimes it's deserved. Welcome to Daily Stoa, where we take ancient Stoic wisdom and apply it to the beautiful mess we call modern life. Today, we face something uncomfortable. 7 brutal reasons why people might secretly dislike you and what the Stoics can teach us about it. But this isn't about blame. It's about reflection, growth, and becoming unshakable. Reason 1. You make everything about you. In the words of Epictetus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Self-centeredness is often invisible to the self. You talk, they nod. You vent, they listen. You win, and no one celebrates. Why? Because your world has no room for theirs. A man once asked Marcus Aurelius how to be admired by others. Marcus replied, not with a strategy, but a silence, he believed. Admiration earned through virtue is better than admiration begged for by ego. Lesson: learn to listen. Not to reply, but to understand. People's dislike often grows in the silence you don't hear. Reason 2. You pretend to be someone you're not, Seneca said. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Pretending is exhausting. You craft a mask, hoping others will love it, but they won't. Because people can smell inauthenticity like smoke in a room. The Stoics lived what they preached even when it was unpopular. Epictetus, born a slave, taught with raw truth. Didn't pretend to be noble, he simply was. He disliked for who you are, rather than liked for who you're not. Pretending drains both you and everyone around you. Reason 3. You're emotionally volatile. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Anger, jealousy, passive aggression, they're not just unpleasant, they're contagious. People dislike those who can't regulate themselves because they feel unsafe around them. Ask yourself, when I walk into a room, do I bring peace or pressure? Before reacting, breathe, observe. Choose a response that reflects your character, not your impulse. Reason 4. You gossip or judge quickly. Epictetus warned, don't waste what remains of your life in speculating about your neighbors. Gossip is disguised as bonding, but it's really a silent war of insecurity. It's a craving to feel superior without doing the work of becoming better. Seneca once refrained from condemning a traitor in Caesar's court, simply saying, his actions are his burden, not mine. When you gossip, people don't think you're clever. They assume they're next. Reason 5. You can't handle criticism. Stoicism is about building an inner citadel of mind that remains unshaken. If every disagreement feels like a personal attack, people will retreat. They'll dislike you not because you're wrong, but because you're hard to grow with. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change. When was the last time you truly invited correction, not flattery, disguised as feedback? Replace defensiveness with curiosity. Grow so people don't need to walk on eggshells around your pride. Reason 6. You suck energy, not share it. Do you leave people drained or lifted? Some walk in, and the room feels lighter. Others, darker. Seneca said, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. It's not about always being upbeat. It's about being emotionally generous, present, thoughtful, calm. Be aware of the energy you carry. Are you seeking comfort, or are you offering it? Reason 7. You're driven by insecurity, not purpose. People often dislike us when we try too hard because it shows we aren't at peace with ourselves. Epictetus again reminds us, he who is not happy with what he has will not be happy with what he wants. You're the person who chases status, attention, or admiration becomes exhausting to be around. Why? Because their soul is noisy, and noise is tiring. Marcus Aurelius ruled the greatest empire in the world, and still he reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. person at peace with themselves doesn't need to be liked. Ironically, they often are. The mirror is a hard place to look. Here's the truth, friend. Some people will hate you without reason. That's not your burden. But if there is a reason, have the courage to face it. Not with shame, but with stillness. The Stoics didn't teach us how to be liked. They taught us how to be free from opinion, from ego, from false selves. If this stirred something in you, pause before you scroll away. Maybe, just maybe, the world needs more people like you. Calm, reflective, committed to becoming a little better. Each day, subscribe to Daily Stoa. One thought a day, one virtue at a time. Thank you for watching.